Hi, Tea Society. Welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. And today we are checking out IU's Never Ending Story recording behind the scenes. So we've already checked out the behind the scenes for the music video itself. And now we're going to be checking out her in the recording booth, which is always really fun. Not just because we're going to get to hear some more of her gorgeous vocals, but I also just really like seeing the behind the scenes of like how someone records things. It's something that I don't know a whole lot of in terms of like actually professionally recording something, but it does take me back to a bunch of my rehearsals for singing live. So it's really fun to just see some of the process that we get a little insight into everything that goes on behind the scenes. I also appreciate that everyone dresses the exact same for recording days. It is always a hat of some kind and an oversized sweater or t-shirt every time. Name me someone who doesn't show up like that. If they wear glasses, their glasses are probably on that day, because why would they bother with contacts if they don't have to? Okay, let's see what we got for some recording. Just all of the noises.
넌 동아리 볼 때 항상 동아나 이렇게 부르더라.
야, 제이.
야,
김제이.
제이 오늘 안 온대?
제이가 원래는 3시인가 4시 녹음이 와서
그래.
누나의 사족도 보고 싶다고.
A 갔다가 B 플랫 갔다가 A 갔다가 B 플랫 갔다가 그렇게 한 번씩 불러보고 이제 녹음을 시작하면 될 것 같다고.
아, 오케이.
누나 화이팅님.
It's so interesting, even just there, like hearing the recording from people like in the background, right? Like everyone that she's working with, and then the like actual recording mic.
A 갔다가 B 플랫 갔다가 A 갔다가 B 플랫 갔다가 그렇게 한 번씩 불러보고 이제 녹음을 시작하면 될 것 같다고.
아, 오케이.
The quality difference.
화이팅! 수 없는 저기 어딘가 오늘도 난 숨 쉬고 있지만 그리워하면 언젠가 만나게 되는 어느 영화와 같은 일들이 이루어져 가기를.
I mean, gorgeous.
좋은 부분들이 있네.
입 대자마자 좋아 일단.
벌스가 좋다. 벌스가 생각보다 그렇게 낮은 느낌이 아니다, A가. 이거 A 확실한 거지?
A야. B 플랫 불러보면은 엄청 좋을 거야.
Ooh, okay. I love just the troubleshooting that happens, right? Like the amount of let's just try something that happened in a lot of the recording things is just so interesting to me, because sometimes you do just have to see what happens when you actually start to mix things together as opposed to just practicing, like rehearsing. Sometimes you just need to see what happens when you have all of the backing recording and like what it sounds on an actual recording mic and how it sounds like the mixing to really know like what you're going to be using, right?
이거 A 확실한 거지?
A야. 이제 B 플랫 불러보면은 엄청 좋을 거야.
손댈 수 없는 저기 어딘가 오늘도 난 숨 쉬고 있지만
Gorgeous.
그리워하면 언젠가 만나게 되는 어느 영화와 같은 일들이 이루어져 가기를.
너무 좋아.
좋은데요, 좋은데.
이제 결정.
결정하면 될 것 같은데?
근데 이게 매력이 진짜 둘 다 있네요.
그러니까 둘 다 좋다.
It's such a like slight little difference, and I love that there's like so much attention being given to just something like that.
보내는 느낌이라. 완전 컨셉이 다른 것 같아요, 누나.
이것도 한번 들어볼게요.
오케이.
손댈 수 없는 저기 어딘가
개인적인 감정으로 와닿는 취향은 A.
오늘도 난 모습에 바람이 지나네. 어렵네.
나 너무 어려워요.
내가 여기 7명 있거든? 근데 나 빼고 6명이 3대 3이 나왔어.
오.
1번과 2번이. 그래서 나는 결정을 했어.
뭘로?
네가 하고 싶은 걸로.
What a way to give up on it.
A의 벌스를 좋아하고 B 플랫의 사비를 좋아해.
나도 그런 것 같아.
어.
아,
낮게 들리기는 낮게 들려.
맞아. 아 근데 이게 낮다고 쉬운 것도 아니었고.
그 들리기도 훨씬 힘들게 들릴 거고.
힘든 맛이 있어야 되는 노래인 것 같긴 해요. 사비에서 확실히. 네, 그래야지 더.
I think it's really interesting that they're talking about like one, like how does it like resonate, right? Like how does it feel to listen to it because you're trying to tell such a story with the song. And then also talking about it should sound like there's a little bit of a reach to the vocals, right? And again, I think that's really interesting because you're going back and forth between technique and storytelling. It's easier for her to sing in like the A, right? Or if it sounds like it's easier for her to sing. Whereas like with the B flat is, it sounds a little bit more difficult. If you're going for like technique, you should choose the one that sounds easier in her voice. But if we're going for storytelling, especially for something that is like heartbreaking, going with something that sounds like it's a little bit more of a reach for her makes more sense. And I was thinking that you can see some of the kind of masking that's happening while she was recording the B flat version, which I think is also like interesting that like I could even see like some of the kind of shift in the way that she was placing the sound in order to hit those notes properly.
그러면은 B 플랫을 그 소리길로 한번 다시 불러.
좀 낮게.
Gosh, there's like this
좀
one
처지기,
fruit fly that is like all up in my business. I don't know why.
올리면 뭐 답은 나올 거.
그렇구나.
B 플랫으로 다시.
손댈 수 없는 저기 어딘가 오늘도 난 숨 쉬고 있지만
답 나왔는데?
그래?
이걸로 가야 될 것 같아.
오케이.
되게 좋다. 앞에 그렇게 부르니까 되게 좋다.
좀 처지게. 오케이. 가겠습니다.
야.
손댈 수 없는 저기 어딘가 오늘도 난 숨 쉬고 있지만 너와 머물던 작은 의자 위에 같은 모습에 바람이 지나네.
나는 요그
I felt like relaxed everything is for her during that, like all the breath that's happening.
너는 떠나며 다시 널 떠나가듯이 멀리 손을 흔들며 언젠가 추억에 남겨져 갈 거라고.
You're starting to see some more like activation in like her face during that. So like when it was really low, she had a lot of, it was completely relaxed, like jaw, looking around like the nose too. So there wasn't like any nasal resonance happening. Obviously you can hear that, but like throat, you can see like how relaxed her stance is while singing that lower part. And that's how you get kind of that breathier sound, right? That kind of like softer sound. And then seeing as she gets into that higher range, but she's also getting a little more closure in her vocal cords, you see some more activation in like around like the nasal. And some of that is like her kind of getting into the emotion of it. You can see some of it like her brow, right? But getting a little bit more of that nasal resonance as the sound kind of shifts forward for that higher range is also really interesting.
또 다시라고 하지? 나랑 남겨져 갈 거라고.
마치 날 떠나가듯이야. 그리고
내가 뭐라 그랬어?
다시 널 떠나가듯이.
아 그랬어?
많이 떠나고 싶은가 봐.
Her laugh's so cute.
다시 죽어. 떠나며 너는 떠나며 마치 날 떠나가듯이 멀리 손을 흔들며 언젠가 추억에 남겨져 갈 거라고.
Well, the like focus, the hand. We all do it.
약간 언젠가 조금 아쉬운 것 같아.
좀 아쉬워? 거라 고 크레센도가 돼?
해볼게.
어.
추억에 남겨져 갈 거라고 그리워하면 언젠가 만나게 되는 내가 되를 하고 싶었던 건데 그리워하면 언젠가 만나게 되는
I mean, it all sounds lovely.
괜찮을 것 같은데.
오케이. 선배님의 그 밴딩을 없애는 거는 아니잖아요.
없애도 돼.
어느 영화와 이렇게?
1절은 그래도 되지.
해볼게. 어느 영화와 같은 일들이 재밌을 수 있을 것 같아.
맞아. 좋아.
I think it's really interesting too to go with like the bend in the note, right? Like that bend up in it. And she's like, I feel like we need to get rid of that. And again, like some of this like concentration, those little details of making sure they get like obviously get the lyrics right, but then also like just the enunciation of certain parts and like putting in like the crescendo and like little accents into certain words to emphasize them. Obviously, some of that is like gonna be in like the original going over to this, but I like that there's like intentional shifts that are happening because this is her version of it, right? And oh, there's this that's in the other version of it, but let's switch it around for this one. So I think that's really interesting. I get to just see those like little details, little things that you end up like working on as you're going through, and you're like, you get ideas as you immerse yourself into it. It's really interesting for me though to look at it as like from recording because you're doing like sections of it. And that is always something that kind of throws me off, that they can just like jump in and out of like parts of the song, because I didn't do a whole lot of that when I was rehearsing because it had to be something that we could do live. So we would do like verse chorus sections, but we spent a lot of time kind of singing things through all the way because you had to be able to sing it all in one go, and also you had to be able to maintain singing for prolonged amounts of time. So even if we were working on one song, we needed to get used to having to sing for an hour straight. So it's interesting to see always like from a recording standpoint where like you're trying to get the best version of it, which means you're going over the same like little sections over and over again. It'll be like one or two lines. It's just something that's so different from what I'm used to, as opposed to obviously going to practice to be able to sing stuff live too. She's fantastic live, but I just find it interesting like the difference there. I've never had that kind of like practice session.
힘겨워 힘겨운 날에 너를 지킬 수 없었던.
너를 지킬 수 없었던 좋다.
그러면 이제 이 그 처리를 그
아니야.
이건 가성? 그 이런 반가성?
가성을 세게 하는 게 제일 좋을 것 같긴 해.
해볼게요. 이렇게 되면 베스트긴 하다. 가성에서 좀 세지는 게 가능하다면 베스트인 것 같긴 한데.
Like swell.
아름다운 시절 속에 머문 그대이기에. 가보겠습니다. 너는 떠나며 마치 날 떠나가듯이.
어우 좋아. 응용 방식이 있고
네.
그냥 2절 시작하면서부터 힘을 붙이는 방법도 있어.
네, 그다음 해보겠습니다.
오케이.
너는 떠나며 마치 날 떠나가듯이 멀리 손을 흔들며 언젠가 추억에 남겨져갈 거라고.
지금 좀 비장해.
맞아.
그거를 조금 없애면은 너무 좋을 것 같거든.
라푼젤처럼 불러주시면 안 돼요, 누나?
라푼젤.
어.
라푼젤처럼.
전 삐파트 그런 느낌으로 생각했어요. 뭐 힘은 이때 그러니까 비장함이 없는.
뭔 말인지 알겠어.
뭔 말인지 알겠어.
I find that so interesting too. Even like with them going with, like, do you want something that's like a full sound, or do you want something that's like full falsetto, or do you want something that's like a mix, like head kind of voice, right? Like I love the different modes there and her kind of like quickly going through them and being like what kind of sounds best, troubleshooting things, right? Of those little nuances really help tell the story, right? Again, like the difference between technique and storytelling, I think is always like a interesting balance back and forth. Like there's obviously like a best way in terms of technique to hit those notes, especially for her range, but that's not the same as how do we tell the story properly for it. And I like that even in this, it sounds great because you have the power behind it, but it sounds like a little bit too serious, right? It sounds a little bit too, and they talked about like dramatic, right? Like it sounds almost to the point of it being like too much, right? And it's like, how do we bring some of the brightness back into it? Of it is still remembering this fondly, right? Like it's still having this nostalgia mixed into it. So I like all those little nuances that we're getting in the conversations.
뭐 힘은 이때 그러니까 비장함이 없는.
뭔 말인지 알겠어.
뭔 말인지 알겠어.
너는 떠나면 마치 날 떠나가듯이 멀리 손을 흔들며 언젠가 추억에 남겨져갈 거라고.
Definitely a brighter sound.
느낌 있어? 어느 영화와 같은 일들이
I mean,
요거 쓸 수 있어.
vocals.
가까워지고 있다.
아직 멀었나 봐.
아직 실수는 없나 보다.
요거 오케이 하려 그랬는데 요거
누나 이제 좀 디렉을 해볼 맛이 나는 것 같아요.
지금 한 마디도 안 하다가
조금 가까워지니까 좀 다녀오겠습니다.
아, 근데 내가 하나 시도하고 싶은 게 사실 어느에 거기서도 약간 이승철 선배님의 표현을 조금 하는 게 어느 이렇게 하셨거든? 근데 난 지금 계속 헌으로 하고 있긴 해.
그렇지. 그래도 해봐.
네. 어느 영화와 같은 일들이 좋은데?
아 원래 노래 이렇게 해야 되네.
맞아 그러네.
정선이 훨씬 좋은데요.
아,
됐다.
그 한 글자 때문에 전체 그 프레이즈의 힘이 바뀌는 게 신기하긴 하네요.
너를 지킬 수 없었던. 근데 힘겨워한 날에 이거 맞아?
잘만 부르면.
진짜 이거 그러니까 되게 옛날 느낌 나서 좋긴 하거든. 그러니까 힘겨워 이런 느낌이.
네, 살짝 있긴 한 거.
그치? 그게 나한테서 나오는 게 맞는지 이게 괜찮은 건가?
근데 나는 해봤어.
근데 뭔가 잘 나오면은
나도
더 격정적일 것 같긴 하다라는 생각이 들어서.
충분히 좋을 수 있을 것 같아.
오케이.
So interesting. Again, like I was thinking the same thing. Like I could hear it and I was like, I feel like she's hitting that specific part a little bit wonky or a little bit outside of what her normal sound is. And then to have like immediately her to clock that, I think like shows again like how aware of her voice she is, right? And she's like that it has a bit of a different tone to it, right? Like it has a little bit of a less like, youthful tone to it, right? Like it sounded like a little bit farther placement back, right? It sounded like it wasn't quite as bright as some of the placement they were getting before. And I like that both of us are like on the same page. That's a little different. And I like that they're like, I think it'll sound more powerful if you hit it with a little bit more of that in-line placement with the rest of it. And I also think that it's really interesting that we're getting all these moments where she is showing how aware she is of like previous version of this. I'm assuming like the original of it. Again, I don't know this song like super well, but I love that you can see how knowledgeable she is of like the nuances of previous performances, right? And like how she's like, this is how it originally sounded. I'd like to do something a little bit different on this one like letter, this one way that I'm beginning a phrase, right? So all those little nuances, she can make those kind of adjustments because she knows the material so well. And I really like seeing that, right? Like someone who hasn't just like, shown up and been like, I'll just do a cover. Obviously, this is like a little bit different anyway. Like it's always with her kind of like reimagining things is always a little bit more involved than just like a cover, right? But I think that it's so nice to see how much like research went into it, right? Like it wasn't just listening to the song to get like the basic melodies. It was all those little nuances of like, how is this person singing this? What are the textures of this person's voice on like specific letters so that she can pull that off like the top of her head in the middle of a recording session? I think that says a lot about like how much time she spent picking apart the song.
괜찮은 건가?
근데 뭔가 잘 나오면은
나도
더 격정적일 것 같긴 하다라는 생각이 들어서.
충분히 좋을 수 있을 것 같아.
오케이. 힘겨운 날에 힘겨운 날에.
너무 락커인가?
네, 지금 이거 계속 듣는 거랑
I guess you do kind of have that. If you shift the note too forward, it's gonna get a little twangy.
그건 그래. 근데 일단은 만들어도 자고.
맨 끝에?
1절에서도 여기를 풀었잖아. 그대이기에를.
그렇지.
거기서 일부러 약간 가성으로 빠지는 걸 선택했는데 마지막 이건 그러니까 두 번밖에 안 나오는 거잖아. 그대여 때문에 두 번째는. 그래서 이거를 가성으로 푸는
가성으로
것이...
풀 필요는 없을 것 같고 진성으로 가.
지르는 건 좋은데 이쁘게 지르는
오케이 오케이. 지금 정도로
그 뒤집히는 건 전 좋아요.
오케이.
멋있다 생각해서.
좋았어.
그러면 지금 거 일단 살려놓고 그대이기에
노래 연습을 여기 와서 하고 있네 지금.
I do the little like cry at the end where you just like have all the tension and you let it go.
크레센도는 하지 않고 마음은 근데 그 비브라토가 그에 살짝 있었던 건 좋았잖아. 한번 시도해보고. 내 몸은 그대이기에 이거 애가 너무 셌지 또. 속에 머문 그대이기에
Yeah, I love the little cry at the end. Again, because she's getting that belting note, right? You're really tightening up like your vocal cords, right? We're getting rid of that breathiness that I was talking about before. And you can see it in like the way that she's even like having her hand near her neck is like managing some of that like tension, right? So you have all that tension anyway because you're getting that belting note. You've got lots of like air pressure that you're able to work with. And then having that release right at the end is how you get that little cry, right? Is because you're like releasing that tension right at the end. You get the rest of the air, right? For that. And I think that's such a beautiful way of ending that because it's again, it's like this huge buildup of emotion and then release, right? And I think I talked about a little bit about that when I checked out the song. And I love that she's like, oh, I'm hitting this word too powerful now. I need to soften it out. And you can hear it like immediately. At least I can anyway. This might not be making any sense to someone who doesn't have a history of like singing or studying like how people like make speech sounds like I have, but it's really fascinating to get to hear it like back to back, right? Like all these little like minute like nuances to the way that she's singing like a certain phrase, right? This is one phrase where it's, how am I going to start this properly? A little bit of that falsetto. I need to soften out this next word though, but I'm going to have this little cry at the end, right? Like all of these little nuances to get this phrasing just right. It's just so interesting to me, and to hear like back to back the immediate comparison. All of it sounds amazing, right? Like she's a phenomenal vocalist, but I like that you can, hearing it back to back, I can really hear the little minute things that she's like shifting around, and I really love that. It's one of my favorite things about doing something like, you know, with someone who has so much experience and practice as IU does, that it's so interesting to be able to hear the way that they're just like playing around with things like that.
그냥 이걸로 된 것 같은데?
It's pretty.
근데 이걸 또 다시 힘겨원이랑 다시 들어봐야 돼.
맞아.
어.
Yeah, controlling the intensity is also.
쉬었다 하자.
오케이. 그럼 그동안 좀 정리할 걸 좀 정리를 해봐야겠다.
오케이.
Yeah, at a certain point you need to step away for a little bit too.
그게 아니었죠 누나가.
아 내가 막
이렇게
내가 스스로 막 목을 조르고 이런 때. 그랬던 거는 이번에 없었던 것 같은데.
뭐야?
뭐야?
세이브 눌렀어? 편집하고?
눌렀지 않았을까?
You better have saved it. The look of like actual fear of like, oh my god, did you save it?
갑자기 조용히 작업실 나가는 다시 돌아오지 않았다고 하는.
Oh.
아니면 저도 이거 누나 거 작업하다가 처음으로 겪는
왜지?
상황이 있었어요.
손두 개가
출입 옮기는데 꽂아. 그래서 다시 만들어서 다시 다 옮겼잖아. 그런가 봐요. 진짜로.
그런 곡들이 있어. 작업하는 동안 자꾸 작업자들의
진짜.
녹음한 건 다 있어. 이제 좋으니까.
Okay, so the recordings are fine. I would be so upset if like the look of actual fear of like, you better have saved everything.
들어갈게. 이거를 이제 그 약간 언젠가 이렇게 하나만 만들어 놓을게요. 언젠가 만나.
좋은데?
이거 좀 좋다. 자, 그러면 그래도 한번 처음부터는 막 에디엣이 안 됐어도 손닿을 수 없는 저기 어딘가.
I think we had a break and now she's gonna like listen through it. Again, some distance before you come back.
너와 머물던 작은 의자 위에 같은 모습에 바람이 지나네. 힘겨운 날에
I mean,
너를 지킬
gorgeous.
수 없었던
I like that you can see the little smile on her face. We listen to that, like,
좋은데?
that line.
동환아 뭐 의견.
좋습니다.
오케이. 끝낼게요.
아유,
고생했습니다. 그럼 꽃갈피 녹음 끝. 꽃갈피 녹음 끝났어요. 대박. 꽃갈피 셋 녹음 끝났습니다.
Well done.
안녕. 좀 쉬어야 될 것 같아요. 오늘은
Yeah.
녹음이 쉽지 않았네요. 끝낼게요.
She's so cute. Yeah, you can just leave, darling. It's fine.
실종 아동을 찾습니다. 위 어린이를 목격하신 분들께서는 가까운 파출소나 112에 신고 바라며 실종 아동들에 대한 많은 관심 부탁드리겠습니다.
I mean, so fascinating. I find so much of it fascinating to see like behind the scenes. Again, for someone specifically like IU who has so much experience, and a lot of it wasn't like mistakes. Obviously, there were some of that of like lyrics, getting the lyrics wrong and all of that. And you can see some points where you can see her eyes like shift to the lyrics sheet beside her, where she's like making sure that she's getting it right. But it's all about, again, like those nuances of like, how do we tell the story? And I think that's really interesting to see her be like, I was pushing myself because there's like an intensity to parts of it. There's so much emotion to it. There's so much relying on like, how do we tell the story and like the nuances and like shifting between a bunch of those different parts of her voice, right? Whether or not it's belting or a mix or falsetto, right? And what parts are we getting those like crescendos and what parts are we getting that like vibrato? And sometimes it's like a little bit more subtle, right? There's so many like technicalities in the way that she's switching to different parts of her voice to be able to tell that story properly. That does put a lot of stress on your voice, especially if you're like recording the same things over and over again. So it's really interesting to see, again, like the minute details that she's really focusing in. I don't know, it makes me personally invested as just like someone who loves music and singing and all of that, that it's just really interesting to see someone who is so good at their craft like working on it. Really fascinating. Again, is someone who is just not just as like a vocalist background, but also as someone who spent a lot of time like analyzing like how people make speech sounds. For anyone who doesn't know, I have a degree in linguistics and I focused a lot on like anatomy and like phonotactics and things like that. So I'm really fascinated by just like how does someone like articulate speech sounds, right? And then that translates a lot into like music. But I love just getting to see some of those nuances. And a few times I caught myself like reading the subtitles for like the lyrics and like I don't actually need to know this because I already did the actual song and I had to switch my attention back to just like watching her and seeing again like how does she hold herself and getting the differences between the very relaxed way that she was standing while doing those like lower breathier sections, and then you can start to see some of the like sound shift as she gets some more like activation around like her nose specifically, but you can also like start to see a little bit more of the structure in the way that she's, I don't want to say like tightening her jaw because that's usually seen as like a bad thing to have like too much tension there. Same with like in the throat, you usually want to keep things relaxed, but like you have to have a certain amount of like, structure to be able to control the sound, and that is more important when you're doing something that has like more of a belting tone to it, right? So it's really fascinating to me to get to see something where she's actually not just like lip syncing to something, but actually creating those sounds and seeing the differences, especially when we're getting like, again, multiple takes like back to back of the same thing, seeing those little shifts in not just like the sound that she's creating, but also like how she's placing the sound is really fascinating to me, just as someone who like, I don't know, from like a professional standpoint really likes to analyze those things. So hopefully I didn't lose anyone along the way. I'm sorry if I did, but really interesting to see just like how she works through the process. And again, the decisions that she was making. And it's really cute to see like the interaction she was having with the staff that were helping her as well. All the kind of like laughing and joking around. And you can see like when they're being more serious and like bouncing ideas off of someone. It's really nice to have like other people there that you could just be like, I don't know, do we feel like this one or this one? I think that's also really nice, especially since you can see how seriously she's taking it. She really takes the time to consider what is the best thing for me to do. And it's not just, for a lot of it, she's focusing on like the storytelling aspect for this, right? Because it's the recorded version. But I'm sure there's also some considerations of not just the story that she wants to tell, but also like how is this going to translate to other settings? I don't know if she performs this like live at some point, but I feel like that's always like something that's working in your brain of I might have to perform this live at some point, in which case how is it going to have to change, right? Because it's one thing to in isolation record a couple of lines because you're like in the studio. It's another thing to have sung the entirety of the song and then have to sing that line, right? Like her talking about the way that she was pushing her voice to get certain points in the storytelling, trying to translate that into a live setting and how are you going to sing it then is like definitely a consideration. And again, I don't know if she's going to be singing this necessarily live as opposed to like her original songs, but it's still like an interesting thing to consider, right? Like how is this going to translate to other settings? Just like fascinating for me to see some of the, again, technical aspects of her working. So I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this playlist to go to my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you miss next time I post an IU reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.